So Mindspark is EI's personalized adaptive learning solution, as all of you know. Mindspark, when we developed Mindspark, the first subject that we developed it for was maths. And Mindspark Maths focuses on giving enough practice to students around mathematical concepts so that they become fluent in those concepts, and also builds on the understanding of concepts and application of concepts. Mindspark Science, on the other hand, is slightly different from Mindspark Maths in the sense that it's not just around practice, because the way you learn maths is slightly different from the way you learn science. In science, and what Mindspark Science focuses on is using actual observations that students may have made in their real life and taking that to develop concepts around those observations, right? So for example, a student may have seen shadows form in real life. It takes on those observations and questions students around what those shadows are or where they will fall at what point of time, and then slowly take students ahead in that concept to build understanding around what shadows are and why they form. It takes again like a simple observation to help students understand underlying patterns around some of those observations, and then builds the actual understanding of those concepts. And then of course it takes it further to whether students can apply those understanding in an unknown context or not. Mindspark Science, in addition to giving practice around some of the concepts, also helps students experiment with some of the things in an interactive manner, especially things which they may not be able to do or maybe too abstract for them to understand. So for example, let's say there is a topic of mirrors, right, or how we see reflection. And of course, they do learn about that in textbook. But for them to be able to then experiment with, say, okay, how does an image form? Where do I place an object? How do I change the curvature of the mirror? Play around with that in an interactive manner. So there are interactives built, which basically are content with which the student can play around with on the platform itself, and then answer some of the questions which are related to that. So Mindspark Science also gives that sort of exposure to students in terms of playing around with some of the interactives and then developing concepts based on that. And of course, one of the important things around about science is also knowing a certain amount of facts or information about something before you can actually move ahead. So Mindspark Science also gives a lot of exposure to a new concept in terms of interactive introductions, where the students can read about something or watch a clip of something, which gives them enough information about the concept, and then it takes them ahead in that particular concept. So again, in a nutshell, I think what Mindspark Science does is, in addition to developing concepts and building skills like application of concepts, it helps students build on the things that they already know, takes observations that they may have made, and builds the concepts, taking that as the base.